Good evening and welcome, friends. This Wednesday evening, hope you had a great Holi. But even as everyone was busy in the festivities, the Aam Aadmi Party made a serious charge, that of threat to the life of the former Deputy Chief Minister from their party, Manish Sisodia, who's in judicial custody now in Delhi's high security Tihar jail. Now, the charge itself looked political till the time that the BJP came back with a counter saying that they do not think in this manner. It's a major political face-off on the Aam Aadmi Party's charge. Let's listen in how the story panned out through the day, and then I come back to discuss that.
तो मैं सिर्फ यही कहना चाहता हूं कि जो जानकारी मिली है, मनीष सिसोदिया जी को देश के सबसे खूंखार अपराधियों के सेल में रखा गया है। इसमें जेल प्रशासन के लोगों को, अधिकारियों को भी मैं आगाह करना चाहता हूं, भाजपाइयों के हथकंडे में मत फंसो। कोई घटना हो गई तो जवाब तुमको भी देना पड़ेगा। और तिहाड़ जेल वैसे भी बहुत संवेदनशील जेल है, आपको मालूम है। कई बड़ी घटनाएं जेल के अंदर हो चुकी हैं, हत्या तक की घटनाएं जेल के अंदर हो चुकी हैं। और इसलिए हम सबकी चिंता है कि मनीष सिसोदिया को न्यायालय के आदेश के बावजूद विपस्सना सेल में नहीं रख के सेल नंबर 1 में अपराधियों के, खूंखार अपराधियों के बीच में रख के प्रधानमंत्री और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग मनीष सिसोदिया की हत्या की साजिश रच रहे हैं और उनकी हत्या कराना चाहते हैं। इस नियत से कार्रवाई की गई है।
All right, joining me to understand what's exactly the matter, how serious the threat to Manish Sisodia is inside Tihar jail, from the BJP spokesperson of the party, Charu Pragya, joining us live from Delhi. Sangeet Ragi, professor in Delhi University and political analyst, joins me live in the studios with me, and to give us a sense of what's going on in the mind of the Aam Aadmi Party on Manish Sisodia, Hakeem Rizwan Elahi, he's leader of the party from Srinagar, and then we have Ravi Srivastava, of course, political analyst, leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. He's joining us live from Mumbai today. If I could begin with you, Ravi Srivastava. In fact, I have a breaking news development, and I should bring this to the notice of our viewers and to the panelists as well, because it's relevant to the conversation that we are having, and which is a statement that has come out from the Tihar jail. The Tihar authorities have said that the Aam Aadmi Party leader has been assigned a segregated ward, keeping his security in mind. The ward of CJ1, which is Central Jail 1, where he's lodged as minimum number of inmates who are not gangsters and are maintaining good conduct inside the jail. It's a longish statement essentially refuting the allegations made by the Aam Aadmi Party insofar as security of their leader, Manish Sisodia, is concerned. Ravi Srivastava, would you still want to believe the jail authorities, or would you want to believe or continue to believe Sanjay Singh and Saurabh Bharadwaj?
Abhishek, statement is totally farce, because the credibility of jail authorities of Tihar jail are questionable for last 2 decades. There have been murders inside. People were operating. Is there?
Can
there
I come
were.
in, Abhishek?
Please, can I finish? Don't get impatient. There were.
Yeah, of course. Charu, I'll come to you.
There were clothes, expensive clothes, jeans. Sukesh Chandrasekhar, Sanjay Chandra, name anybody. So when the honorable court has said that you lodge him in the Vipassana cell, why the jail authorities should decide their own discretion? I think it is a deliberate attempt. The BJP via the Tihar jail people, they just are hatching a conspiracy to finish Manish Sisodia.
Charu, Ravi Srivastava continues to believe his party's leaders. He's not going to believe the DG statement coming in from Tihar jail. He's not going to believe the fact that the jail administration ultimately is in the hand of the GNCTD, which is the government of the National Capital Territory of Delhi, which is run by the Aam Aadmi Party.
This is BJP spokesperson.
Good evening. And Abhishek, isn't this ironic? See, I did not speak over you. Now it is
Okay,
my
Ravi
turn to
Srivastava,
speak.
let Charu respond. I'll
Raviji,
come back to
please
you.
wait.
Hard cash
Yeah.
in Bangalore. Should laugh at that.
Can I begin, please? Abhishek, can I begin? Listen, I'm in a place with low network.
Ravi Srivastava, hold on. Let
Mr.
Charu get her
Srivastava
opening
is
comments. I'll come back to you.
it's
We'll
going to be
discuss Bengaluru
impossible to
also.
speak.
Charu, go ahead.
Thank you. See, Abhishek, all these claims, they don't surprise me because Aam Aadmi Party has been known to make tall, false, outrageous claims repeatedly. It is like, IB officials coming and telling Mr. Kejriwal they're winning Gujarat elections. It's like Mr. Kejriwal coming on television screens and claiming that in Tihar jail, his jail minister was getting physiotherapist. So these tall claims, they neither surprise me, and this outrageous way of grabbing attention is a standard protocol practice for Aam Aadmi Party. This is exactly what is being done. Simple question to you, Mr. Srivastava, and to all other supporters and workers of Aam Aadmi Party. Doesn't Tihar jail fall under your mantralaya, your government? Tihar jail comes under Aam Aadmi Party government. Are you trying to tell me that Aam Aadmi Party government is out to threaten the life of Manish Sisodia? Is that what you're trying to claim? See, the noose is tightening around the neck of
Ravi
all
Srivastava.
these people who indulged in corruption. The noose is tightening, and what do? To deflect this conversation, they come up with story after story. Because Mr.
Ravi
Srivastava,
Srivastava.
you know for a fact that Tihar
Charu,
jail
let
is
him
under
respond.
Delhi government.
You are playing, Ravi Srivastava, Charu Pragya is saying that you are playing victimhood because you are cornered from all sides and you have no escape window. So you're trying to put the blame on the BJP while the fact is that the Aam Aadmi Party is in charge of Tihar prison.
I first want to request the BJP spokesperson that please do not name me. I don't like to be named. You can call me a co-panelist, I'll be happy. But don't take my name, please. I dislike it. Anyway, now my answer is that
What is the
nothing
meaning of that?
found out.
No, what is the meaning of that? Are you
I
an
think it's
anonymous
better to
person
name,
here? Or do
Ravi
you
Srivastava,
dislike
this
being
is-
associated with Aam Aadmi Party so much that you don't want to
What's
name
this,
it in
by the way,
any
Ravi
context
Srivastava?
and
Why
connection
not
with
get
them.
named?
Yeah, no, because
Everyone-
wants to
I thought everyone
disassociate
loves to
with Aam Aadmi Party.
listen to the sound of their name.
Aadmi Party.
Absolutely.
Okay, Charu, let Ravi respond.
Don't make
Abhishek,
false
he wants to
Let Ravi
disassociate
respond.
from Aam Aadmi Party. That's why he doesn't want his name even linked to that corrupt
No.
party. Maybe
Let
that's the case.
Ravi
Maybe
respond.
better sense is
Charu, let
the way.
Ravi respond.
In the liquor gate, raids have been made at least on 4-5 dozen. In the south, in Hyderabad, in Bangalore, in various parts of the country, several people called for the interrogation, statement. This,
How is that connected to the supposed threat to Sisodia's life? Please explain.
Did I interfere with you when you're talking? Relax.
You did
can
actually,
res-
Mr. Srivastava, and I will continue calling you Mr. Srivastava because that's your name. Unless you want to be called Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, which is
I
even
don't
worse
you
actually.
call me political analyst, you call me co-panelist. Did I object? Now, Abhishek, the point here is that.
But are you ashamed of
No, it's
being-
okay. Charu Pragya, respect that. He says you call him co-panelist, you call him leaning towards the Aam Aadmi Party or political analyst, not of the Aam Aadmi Party. That's okay. We respect that. Ravi Srivastava, go ahead.
He
Thank you very
makes
much.
as much sense as the Aam Aadmi Party, which is none.
My issue here is, after calling so many people, no money trail has been found, not even a rupee has been recovered, and liquor gate, CBI
But how is that
investigating.
connected?
I can
That's for
refute that.
agencies and the courts
I
to
can
decide.
refute that.
Ravi Srivastava, you are again sort of indulging in going around the story. The story is the charge that has been made against the BJP or the
No,
centre
this story
perhaps
is as
that
true as the story that
security
was
of
supposedly
Manish
given by
Sisodia is
IB
under
to
threat.
Kejriwal.
Abhishek, this
Okay, let
lady
me
should
take this
be
forward.
kind-
Let me take this forward. Okay, let me take this forward. Since I am a reporter also, before I became an anchor, for the time being, I am a reporter also. For the longest period of my time, professional life, I've been a reporter, so I collected some facts. You know, Tihar prison, spread over 400 acres, has 16 jails. Each jail has one high security prison. Manish Sisodia is kept in the jail number 1, and he is in a separate room. He is in a ward where there are not more than 7 or 8 other inmates. They are in separate cells, and they are mostly, I am told, senior citizens. So there is no question whatsoever of any threat to Manish Sisodia, Sangeet Ragi. What's really happening?
Abhishek,
Sir, do you know? Excuse me.
I think that
I'll come to you. Hakim, I'll come to you.
Abhishek, in fact, Aam Aadmi Party is trying to play aggressive politics, trying to, project as if Manish Sisodia is a victim. I hope that Arvind Kejriwal is not conspiring to get Manish Sisodia murdered. Otherwise, there should not have been any this kind of
No, that's a serious charge.
No,
Sangeet Ragi, be responsible.
No, I'm responsible because this kind of allegation is really very bad in taste. Because the Prime Minister is trying to conspire, the BJP is trying to conspire, eliminate Manish Sisodia.
I agree.
You know it very well that the prison, the Tihar prison is under the administration of the government of Delhi. So until and unless the government of Delhi is conspiring against Manish Sisodia, this is not possible at all. So please don't accuse the Prime Minister and the BJP for this thing. Simply because somebody has been kept in jail and the clarification from jail administration has already come out in public. It is in public domain that nothing this kind of threat is there to Manish Sisodia's life at all. You are trying to, create, making such tall claims simply for simple reason that you are trying to prove that Manish Sisodia is not guilty at all. He is being victimized by the BJP and trying to, create political capital out of it. But the point is, Ravi Srivastava, again I am naming you, Ravi Srivastava, that Aam Aadmi Party had started journey with a great fanfare, with a great ideals in mind in politics. But where had it landed up? You should also think about it, Ravi, that where the party is going today.
I'll ask that question to Ravi. I will ask that question to Ravi. Hold on.
Abhishek, 9 months.
Okay.
A minister is in jail.
No,
9 months a minister is in jail.
I have to listen to Hakim Rizwan Elahi also. He in fact represents the Aam Aadmi Party, Sangeet Ragi. Let me ask him. Hakim Elahi, you wanted to make a point. The issue is with this clarification coming in from Tihar jail, the facts that I bring out, and the general information that we have about Tihar, and of course also about Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain, things are really not adding up. So I just want to understand from you, if you have some understanding yourself of your leadership, why would the Aam Aadmi Party do this? Is it because today is Holi and they just Saurabh Bharadwaj got up in the morning, said Bura na mano Holi hai?
First of all, let me tell you, whatever Bharatiya Janata Party has been doing since so far is just a political vendetta. They are scared of Aam Aadmi Party. They are scared of the popularity of Aam Aadmi Party, the growing popularity. On one hand, BJP says that Tihar jail falls under the jurisdiction of Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. But on the other hand, we have seen some videos were leaked from Tihar jail. Satyendra Jain's videos. So that means there is some force behind these things. So that means Tihar jail is not safe. If it was under the jurisdiction of Aam Aadmi Party, they wouldn't allow the videos to be leaked. So today it's clear.
The threat is
It's clear.
The threat is not to Manish Sisodia, according to Hakim Elahi. The threat is to the BJP.
How BJP is coming after Aam Aadmi Party, how BJP is doing witch hunting on Aam Aadmi Party is a clear indication that BJP is trying to malign the image of Aam Aadmi Party and they are trying to bring down Aam Aadmi Party. My question is to Bharatiya Janata Party today. Let me make a valid point. Let me make a valid point.
Let Charu respond. She's from the BJP. Charu, the threat is not to Manish Sisodia. The threat is actually to the BJP.
Our daughters were on the roads. On one hand,
wonderful. I'll tell you what is happening here, Abhishek. And very logically, I will explain what is happening. I'm not habitual to shouting on television like you. Can this co-panelist please wait for us to speak? Okay, don't scream. You're
Okay,
going to
Mr.
be
Elahi.
fully audible whether you scream or
Mr.
not.
Elahi, let Charu
Can I
respond.
come
You
in
have
now?
made a charge. You have made a charge. You have made a charge. Let Charu respond.
Authority in Jammu and Kashmir.
Poor thing is
While as
coughing away
the
because
High
he's
Court
shouting so
order
much.
was
Drink
clear
some water
that
and let me
blacklisted
speak.
companies shouldn't be conducted the exams.
Can I please
let me-
begin now?
Hakim
Abhishek?
Elahi, let Charu
My
respond. You
question
have
is to
you got
Bharatiya
to say you
Janata
made your
Party
charge.
and
Let
their
Charu
big
respond.
leaders.
You made a
Speaking
charge.
over
Let
other
the
people
BJP
does
let the
not
BJP
make your
get
charge
Charu
in the
respond.
even
world.
audible.
They are the
Forget
largest
true.
democracy in the world. Where are those claims? When our
Okay,
sisters
Charu, go
on
ahead.
Women's Day
Okay.
have been on the
Abhishek,
streets.
you know
It's
I
a
cannot
Women's
speak
Day,
like
and
this.
our
I cannot
daughters and
speak like
sisters
this.
were on the
Basic
streets in
etiquette
Jammu
is
and Kashmir.
important. Now the fact
can
of the
you
matter
answer
is
this?
that Aam
Can
Aadmi
you
Party
answer
has
this?
one objective and only one objective. Who is this
Okay,
gentleman who
Hakim
continues
Elahi,
to shout?
Charu is responding to your question. Please listen to her.
Madam,
Go ahead.
Miss Sharu, my question is,
No,
there were thousands of
I
students
am
on
not
roads in
answerable to
Jammu
you.
and
I'm
Kashmir.
answerable to the
Why
people
aren't
of
you
this
talking
country
about that?
and to
Why was the
Abhishek.
black
Hakim
Hakim
Elahi, hold on.
I don't know who
Hakim
you are.
Elahi.
that made an authority
No,
exam
this is not the
conducting
way. This
authority
is
in
not the
Jammu
way.
and
Hakim
Kashmir.
Elahi, this is not the way. We have heard you. We have heard you,
No, let
Hakim
me
Elahi.
answer it.
We have heard
What
you.
is the
Let
way?
Charu respond
What is
quickly.
the
Trust
way?
me,
Now
nobody has
Charu
heard
Party
him.
has left us
Okay,
with nothing.
Abhishek,
I'll give last
I
word
would
to Ravi
like to
Srivastava, but
speak.
Charu, quickly.
Can I speak like a normal, decent person? Yes, thank you very much. So the fact of the matter is, what Aam Aadmi Party
We
repeatedly
know how
does
decent you
is
are.
shift the
Looting
focus.
money of people,
They
the
only
downtrodden
shift
people.
the focus from the critical issue of corruption here, of siphoning off funds here, of causing losses to the exchequer here, on issues which don't even make sense, even to a child going to 5th grade. How is it possible that when Tihar jail falls under your government, you're making these tall claims about the threat to one more minister's life? You must remember that you've got 2 ministers behind bars right now. And then while we're on that topic, let me also ask, is he still drawing a salary which is being paid for from our taxes? Has he resigned from the
Okay.
post of being an MLA? See,
Okay.
he's being investigated for serious things. And instead of responding to those questions,
Okay, I
how do
need
they
to-
shift
I
the
need to bring this
goalpost?
to a close.
कभी इनको फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट चाहिए,
Charu-
कभी इनको थ्रेट हो रही है
Charu, you
जेल
made
में.
your point.
झूठ बोलने की हद होती है.
Ravi Srivastava, with your due permission, calling you Ravi Srivastava, quick 30 seconds. Was it Burana Mano Holi hai?
No. First of all, I don't know why the BJP spokesperson is so fond of laughing on the television. You laugh at your own. I mean, you are laughing at yourself.
No, I'm laughing at you. And how you cannot even make a simple, logical conclusion of what is happening right under your nose.
Though
I
on
feel
the
sorry.
day of Holi, laughing at each other
And are you
and
going to
laughing
tell
at
me to
yourself
react?
is allowed.
I'd rather laugh than
Unfortunately,
shout like all
on
of
that
you.
note, I have to bring this conversation to a close. Thank you
Thanks,
so much,
Abhishek.
Charu Pragya, Hakim Elahi, Ravi Srivastava, and Sangeet Ragi, of course, sitting next to me. A short break. On the other side, Aishwarya is back with what's happening in Pakistan.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
आप इंडिया आते हैं एंड देन यू स्टार्ट स्पेशल फोर्सेस, एनएसजी, गरुड़, मार्कोस. किस तरीके से ये सफर शुरू हुआ स्पेशल फोर्सेस को ट्रेन करने?
कर्नल साहब, तो ही वॉज एट दैट टाइम CEO of 6AR और पहली अपॉर्चुनिटी उन्होंने मुझे दी
अच्छा,
टू ट्रेन हिज रेजिमेंट एंड ही आस्क्ड मी कि आप इनको नाइफ टू नाइफ कॉम्बैट में खुकरी ट्रेन करो. जब मैंने ADG इन्फेंट्री के सामने वो डेमो दिया और उनको वो बहुत अलग लिखा. एज लॉन्ग एज आवर सोल्जर्स आर सेफ,
हाँ जी.
दे गेट द बेस्ट, आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम.
A serving soldier of the Indian Army has been murdered by a politician, and the Latvians media is quiet about it. Not emphatically, not vocally, not till Republic named and shamed them about their silence over Lance Naik Prabhu's death. Look at this man. He's the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, and as our reporter runs after him to ask him to say one thing, he says not one word. He just keeps running away from the Republic reporters.
All the 9 of the accused have been taken to custody. The primary accused, Chinnasamy, had been picked up by the CID and handed over to the Tamil Nadu cops.
ये शाओलिन का मामला, ये मार्शल आर्ट्स का, whether it's kung fu, whether it's other martial arts that you've learned so many. शाओलिन कितना टफ था?
सर बहुत टफ था। वहाँ 6 दिन 7 घंटा हर रोज। हमारा पहला एक्सरसाइज होता था 1000 मीटर का पहाड़ है, उसको हमको भागना पड़ता था 20 मिनट में, एंड लाइक अ डॉग ऑन हैंड एंड फीट वी हैड टू क्रॉल बैक द हिल, देन वी हैड टू बी इन अ स्क्वाट पोजीशन फॉर एटलीस्ट 1 आवर, और हमारी टांगें ऐसी हिल रही होती थी, एंड माई ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ माई बॉडी वॉज पेनिंग, इट वॉज क्राइंग, मसल्स वॉज सोर। मतलब उस वक्त मैं कॉम्बी फ्रेम होती थी, कॉम्बी फ्रेम ले लेके ट्रेनिंग करता था मैं।
कोई दुर्व्यवहार नहीं किया।
आपके दुर्व्यवहार हुआ था?
हमारे साथ नहीं हुआ, आंखों से देख रहे हैं, मीडिया में चल रही है, ऐसे चल रही है, तो क्या आपके साथ कुछ भी नहीं हुआ? इससे ज्यादा क्या होएगा?
बताइए सर, ये तो
बस बता दिया ना, इसको अलग हटाओ, इसको अलग हटाओ। जरूरी है का हर बात का जवाब देना?
देखिए सर, ये देखिए सर, हम आप
तफ्तीश मत करो।
चलो ठीक है, ठीक है, जो बंद कर दो, बंद कर दो।
एक गरिमा मर्यादित आचरण रखो
सर, ठीक है।
The Central Bureau of Investigation officials have reached at the residence of Meesa Bharti. This is a scam that dates back to the year 2000, between 2004 and 2009. Yadavs, in exchange for jobs at the Central Railways Group D management, had acquired these land at the minimal price of around 26 lakhs rupees. This 1 lakh.
The Liquorgate probe gets bigger. K. Kavita summoned in Liquorgate. Unmissable debate on Liquorgate politics. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
I said very clearly that the Adanis will be in big trouble going forward, but this won't even be a factor or a wrinkle for India. At that time, some unthought and unresearched opinion had predicted the tremors hitting the Indian economy, hitting the Modi government, and I said no, on the contrary. I was very clear at that time. I said on the contrary, this whole Adani episode and just how quickly global sentiment will subside and bounce back on India will prove only one thing: the resilience of the Indian economy, the solidity of the Indian economy, the prospects of the Indian economy. So this entire Adani episode in a way proves to be a testament to the India growth story. Not an impediment, not a blur, not a blemish. This has actually ended up helping the Modi government. It has, liptards, relax, your BP is going up, but it has. We can't take the focus away from Adani either. Adani is on free fall. And even the most basic business mind will admit that this is because they have been hugely overvalued, huge overhyped. Viewers, we need to do a deep dive into Adani. There are fundamental flaws, ladies and gentlemen, and we need to keep the focus on Adani. Over leverage of this kind, flawed business models, too much hype and questionable corporate governance does not stigmatize the Indian corporate sector.
आप इंडिया आते हैं एंड देन यू स्टार्ट स्पेशल फोर्सेस, एनएसजी, गरुड़, मार्कोस। किस तरीके से ये सफर शुरू हुआ स्पेशल फोर्सेस को ट्रेन करने?
कर्नल साहब, तो ही वाज एट दैट टाइम CEO of 6AR, और पहली अपॉर्चुनिटी उन्होंने मुझे दी
अच्छा
टू ट्रेन हिज रेजिमेंट, एंड ही आस्क्ड मी कि आप इनको नाइफ टू नाइफ कॉम्बैट में खुकरी ट्रेन करो। जब मैंने ADG इन्फेंट्री के सामने वो डेमो दिया और उनको वो बहुत अलग लिखा, एज लॉन्ग एज आवर सोल्जर्स आर सेफ, दे गेट द बेस्ट, आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम।
Soldier of the Indian Army has been murdered by a politician, and the Latvians media is quiet about it. Not emphatically, not vocally, not till Republic named and shamed them about their silence over Lance Naik Prabhu's death. Look at this man. He's the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, and as our reporter runs after him to ask him to say one thing, he says not one word. He just keeps running away from the Republic reporters.
All the 9 of the accused have been taken to custody. The primary accused, Chinnasamy, had been picked up by the CID and handed over to the Tamil Nadu cops.
ये शाओलिन का मामला, ये मार्शल आर्ट्स का, whether it's kung fu, whether it's other martial arts that you've learned so many. शाओलिन कितना टफ था?
सर बहुत टफ था। वहाँ 6 दिन 7 घंटा हर रोज। हमारा पहला एक्सरसाइज होता था 1000 मीटर का पहाड़ है, उसको हमको भागना पड़ता था 20 मिनट में, एंड लाइक अ डॉग ऑन हैंड एंड फीट वी हैड टू क्रॉल बैक द हिल, देन वी हैड टू बी इन अ स्क्वाट पोजीशन फॉर एटलीस्ट 1 आवर, और हमारी टांगें ऐसी हिल रही होती थी, एंड माई ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ माई बॉडी वॉज पेनिंग, इट वॉज क्राइंग, मसल्स वॉज सोर। मतलब उस वक्त में कॉम्बी फ्रेम होती थी, कॉम्बी फ्रेम ले लेके ट्रेनिंग करता था मैं।
कोई दुर्व्यवहार नहीं किया।
आपके दुर्व्यवहार हुआ था?
हमारे साथ नहीं हुआ, आंखों से देख रहे हैं, मीडिया में चल रही है, ऐसे चल रही है, तो क्या आपके साथ कुछ भी नहीं हुआ? इससे ज्यादा क्या होएगा?
बताइए सर, ये तो
बस बता दिया ना, इसको अलग हटाओ, इसको अलग हटाओ। जरूरी का हर बात का जवाब देना।
देखिए सर, ये नहीं, देखिए सर, आप चल रहे हैं
आप तफ्तीश मत करो।
चलो ठीक है, ठीक है, जो बंद कर दो।
एक गरिमा मर्यादित आचरण
सर, ठीक है।
The Central Bureau of Investigation officials have reached at the residence of Meesa Bharti. This is a scam that dates back to the year 2000, between 2004 and 2009. Yadavs, in exchange for jobs at the Central Railways Group D management, had acquired these land at the minimal price of around 26 lakhs rupees. This 1 lakh square feet of land at that point of time could have costed over 4 crore rupees. So this is a scam that was highlighted by the Central Bureau of Investigation.
कहीं ना कहीं मार्शल आर्ट्स
Big debate on India's global outreach. Mega boost on Indian diplomatic efforts. Australian PM in India. Bilateral ties strengthened. Debating tonight at 10 p.m. The Liquorgate probe gets bigger. K. Kavita summoned in Liquorgate. Unmissable debate on Liquorgate politics. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Trending burning question powered by Cool Fans.
Well, hello and welcome. This is the trending burning question, and I am Aishwarya Kapoor, viewers. Happy Holi to all of you. But what's burning is, in Pakistan, the leaders are just not ready to understand. Yes, viewers, a common Pakistani citizen doesn't have enough money, and I repeat, enough money to buy a one times proper meal. But on the contrary, their leaders, former prime ministers, are rolling, and rolling like how? See this visual. And can you identify this man? Can you? Who's coming out in a multi-crore Bentley Bentayga? Yes. In Indian currency, it costs you 14 crores. In Pakistani, more than 25 crores is the worth of that car. And he gets into that showroom of a very niche brand called Louis Vuitton. You know, a normal handkerchief, a normal tie of that brand costs lakhs. A normal pocket costs 2.5 lakh. So that's the buying capacity of Nawaz Sharif. And what's the buying capacity of a common Pakistani citizen? And we ask today, because they deny all the money they seek from the whole world for the benefit of their own people, they use for only two things. One, corruption. Second, terrorism. And this is a real life visual proof. Nawaz Sharif in London, coming out of this multi-crore Bentley and going into the Louis Vuitton showroom. What is this? And you know who's taken this video, viewers? Not an Indian, not a British, but a Pakistani citizen. Because their own people, whether in Pakistan, like that 14-year-old boy who says that Imran Khan gave a card, but when I went after my mother got a heart attack to the hospital, the doctor said, Imran Khan is gone, so is your card. It's worthless now. His mother passed away. At 14 years of age, he has to work for 8,000 rupees. 7,000 is the rent. 1,000 Pakistani rupees is the money he has to feed his whole family. And Nawaz Sharif rolls out in a Bentley Bentayga into Louis Vuitton. That's the topic. But first, a special report.
Water cannons used, tear gas lobbed. Pakistan administration launched a crackdown on Imran Khan supporters in Lahore.
Today, on the eve of 8 March, not only that, the police brutality on the workers of PTA was condemned, but also same kind of event was held here in Islamabad as well. The police here in Islamabad crushed the women protesters who were gathered to mark, the March 8 Women's International Day today. So it is actually a sad story coming out of Islamabad, either from Lahore as well.
The Pakistan government is hell-bent on arresting Imran Khan.
ये जो हो रहा है ये जंगल का काम, ये कोई दुनिया में कानून इजाजत नहीं देता जमहूरियत में कि इलेक्शन कैंपेन की आप रैली कर रहे हो और आपके ऊपर ये अटैक कर दे पुलिस और लोगों को जख्मी करें, गाड़ियां तोड़ दें। आज वुमेन्स डे, आज औरतों का दिन है, औरतों के ऊपर उन्होंने ये चला दी वाटर कैनन जिसके अंदर जहरीली चीज थी। वो औरतें इस वक्त हमारे यहाँ अभी यहाँ बैठी हुई है, बुरे हालात है उनके, कोई दुनिया में ऐसे नहीं करता।
But shouldn't Pakistan be more worried about the rising food prices, or the constant power outages, or the revolt in Pakistan? Pakistan clearly has got its priorities wrong. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
I have a full panel. I have General J.D. Bakshi, I have Sushil Pandit, and from London, yes, Hamid Khan is not in Pakistan, he is in London. And I have Imran Jan, columnist and political analyst, live from Texas. Khan Saab, you are in London. Before I go to Sushil Pandit and General Saab, I would want to ask you, Khan Saab, can you tell me that video which my colleague just played out, if I can just play that again, can you deny, Khan Saab, or is this also a fraction of my imagination? This is Imran, this is Nawaz Sharif or not? This is Nawaz Sharif coming out of a Bentley Bentayga and going into a Louis Vuitton store where a common Pakistani, you know better than me, Hamid Khan Saab, doesn't have enough money to buy a one-time full meal, Khan Saab. Explain this.
First of all, happy Holi to all the Hindus across the world, including in India or Pakistan.
Aapko bhi Holi ki bahut mubarakbad.
First of all, thank you. Yeah. And secondly, I am in Lahore. I am not in London today. I'm in Lahore.
Oh, you are in Lahore? Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No.
Given you are in London.
No. I'm traveling very back and forth. Not your fault. Okay. Second thing is, I mean, there is no doubt that, I mean, when we Pakistani look at these Bentley, Bentiaga, used by Nawaz Sharif, we have the same feeling that this is, they have to justify the money where they got it from. And if they do not have the justification, yes, it may be a looted money. I mean, there is no doubt about it. And that's what the political system is. Now, Pakistani people have very much aware that they have looted the money and they are answerable to the nation, and that's why the nation is waiting for the election, and we will see that there is a large support for Imran Khan due to his stance for foreign intervention in his government, due to his stance against corruption, due to his stance that he wants to have a corruption-free politician and politics in Pakistan. He is trying his best. And let me tell you one thing. I mean, in Pakistan, these videos have been shown on multiple times on millions of views, and people are very angry as well that this is the lifestyle if Nawaz Sharif or anybody carries on while people are suffering in Pakistan. Nobody is going to support that, including any Pakistani political
Hamid
party.
Khan Sahab, you are in Lahore, but do I need to tell you, General Sahab, General G.D. Bakshi, do we need to give them proof of the lifestyle of Imran Khan as well? I can give that to you also, Hamid Khan Sahab, but I believe that you know that better than me. General, this corruption and terrorism synchronization of the Pakistani system, I'm not only saying the politicians, the system and the synchronization they have developed. Very, very fine synchronization between corruption and terrorism is something which no political leader is left apart from or away from in the system in Pakistan, General Sahab. General G.D. Bakshi.
Okay. Let the General Sahab reply.
Aishwarya, systemically, let me point out that the primary agency or the agents of loot of the Pakistani state, the impoverishment and the economic meltdown of the Pakistani state has largely been caused first and foremost by the Pakistan military. Out of its 75 years of corporate existence, 30 years the Pakistani military ruled directly and looted to their heart's content. They have created an over-militarized state where even when the economy just could not afford it, they tried to create a military machine that would be superior to that of India's, right? A country 5 times their size, 10 times their economic heft. And then for the balance 45 years when they were not ruling directly, the Pakistani army ruled from behind the curtains, from behind the scenes. They did their dance of the puppets. They had the facade, the democratic facade behind which they continued to loot through their biscuit factories, through their bread making factories, etc., and their Fauji Foundation. The second set of looters have been the politicians. And the pictures that you have shown today, they constitute primarily the Marie Antoinette movement of Pakistan. We all know Marie Antoinette and what she said at the time of the French Revolution. When the knives were out for the monarchy. She saw the people through her palace windows crying for food, and she asked, what is their problem? They said they don't have bread. And very innocently she had replied, why don't they eat cakes? I think the picture that we are seeing in front of our eyes is as evocative.
You are absolutely right, General.
Stunning. And
General G.D. Bakshi, you are absolutely right. General Sahab, you are absolutely right. But before I go to Sushil Pandit and Imran Jan, Sushil Pandit, I would want your attention at this new video. Look at the reality. It's not that the Pakistani people are not able to decipher what their leaders are doing, or they can't see what has happened in Punjab University, where children who had taken permission to play Holi were not allowed only and only because they were Hindus. But I'll just show you one video, another video, which shows from another part of London where, no, this is not the video. There is another video which we'll try to show you. But you see what is happening is, Sushil Pandit, that even the Pakistani people now can see the truth, that what's happening, but they're unable to do anything. But what has just happened, just because you are Hindu, you are not allowed to even play Holi in Pakistan now. And their politicians are now, even despite the Dawn reporting, despite their own news journals reporting, are denying. They are saying it, aisa to hua hi nahi. Sushil Pandit.
Thank you, Aishwarya, for having me on the show, and happy Holi to everyone. Being a Hindu in Pakistan is the most wretched curse you can have in this day and age. When parents lose their daughters who are abducted in their teens, in their pre-teens, and converted forcibly to Islam and married off to middle-aged men who are already married with children. And this happens on an average 3 times a day. More than 1,000 such girls are abducted every year, and this is the report of Pakistan Human Rights Watch. This is not me talking. So you can understand celebrating their own festivals is a far cry. They are in an existential crisis. Their lives itself are in jeopardy. So it is nice to receive holy greetings on a TV show from a fellow Pakistani, but my heart goes out for Hindus in Pakistan who cannot even think of festivity on days like this. And when it comes to the rest of them, this is just wages for what they have done to their own country. This is just wages for the kind of politicians they have elected time and again, and the kind of military they have sustained, as General Bakshi very rightly pointed out. Look at the height of hypocrisy. While Nawaz Sharif's brother is shedding crocodile tears in Pakistan on the helplessness on economic front,
Imran Khan on the other side.
Imran Khan, who's supposed to be leading a popular movement, calls all his workers to fill up the jails. But when he has to go to jail, he applies for bail. That is the level of hypocrisy.
Imran Jan, answer to that. Imran Jan,
jail,
columnist and political analyst joining in. Imran Jan, answer to that point of Sushil Pandit. Kindly answer, Imran. Imran Jan, answer to that. Answer to that.
Can you hear me? I hope you will give me
Absolutely,
time.
I will. 90 seconds are yours.
Give time to the Indian panel. Okay. So first of all, much of what was discussed, I agree with, and I will come to that. But my question from General Saab and Bakshi Saab is, have you heard of love jihad? When your own politicians are arguing and telling the Indian citizens to convert Muslim women to Hinduism and they will get a security and a job in the government. Have they heard of that? So let's not play the religion and the Hindu-Muslim card here. And once again, Holi Diwali to all the Hindus around the world, not just in India. Thirdly, I agree with much of what General Saab said about the military establishment in Pakistan.
Imran Jan, what are you saying?
To Pakistan.
Imran Jan, you call yourself a columnist, right, sir? What are you saying?
I don't call myself
Imran Jan, I don't want to interrupt. But what are you saying?
You are interrupting.
Can you recheck your facts?
You're literally
Imran Jan, what are you saying? It's the other way around.
It's a disgrace to Pakistan. Nawaz Sharif and the rest of the political parties are disgrace to Pakistan. We do not like this man. What you said earlier in the show is absolutely right. People are starving in Pakistan. They cannot afford a decent survival in Pakistan. I'm not even talking about a decent lifestyle. I'm talking about survival.
That's
here.
true.
Pakistanis cannot afford that. And this shameful man drives around in luxury vehicles, goes to luxury stores and buys all these luxury items. This is a disgrace. That must change. General Saab is right about the military establishment in Pakistan. They must also have to change. Just like the change that Turkish people saw back, 20, 25 years ago. Pakistan must have to go through that change. But please, do not play that religion card here. Don't say that, okay, we are, sending terrorists in Pakistan is, treating Hindus wrong,
is that wrong?
And all of that.
Can I have those visuals of the Punjab University? Are you saying General Giri Bakshi, General Giri Bakshi, they are trying to tell us that the minorities are not safe in India? General Giri Bakshi?
Yes, they are
crash
not safe
course,
in
sir.
India.
Live crash course from you. A 90-second crash course is required. General Giri Bakshi.
Shah Rukh Khan is your leading
General Giri Bakshi, a 90-second crash course is required for them. Kindly, sir, do the honors. General. General, kindly do the honors.
Look, Aishwarya, if you just take a deep look at the statistics held out by the Pakistan census, at the time of independence, 43% of the population of Pakistan was Hindu. Today, it is less than 1.8%. Right? At 4 million, it is less than 1.8% of the population of Pakistan. The statistics speak for themselves.
Aishwarya.
Yet, we are hectored time and again. Can I just finish? I'd love to listen to you. So as I was saying, that, when they hector us on our supposed ill treatment of the Muslim minority in India, you must take a look at the facts. The Muslim minority has increased in numbers because the environment is conducive. The environment has given them economic opportunities which, if they had migrated to Pakistan, they would never have been able to dream of. Thank God.
Can I reply?
Those people must be saying, those who have stayed back and voted with their feet to stay back in a secular India rather than migrate to Pakistan, because they would today have been facing economic meltdown and they would have had the indignity of watching their leaders splurge.
Yes, Hamid Khan, reply. Quick reply, 30 seconds.
And, Louis
Very,
Vuitton.
Aishwarya, General G.D. Bakshi is very
Absolutely,
sad.
General. Hamid Khan, quick reply.
General G.D. Bakshi is giving a very fabricated figure. It was never 43% Hindus in Pakistan, first of all. Secondly, look at what Rahul Gandhi is saying, that
23. Please
RSS
listen
is a
carefully.
fascist organization.
2-3.
Okay. RSS is a fascist organization. It is said by Rahul Gandhi. Then look at what percentage of Muslim government employees were in India in 1947, and now it is less than 2%. At
Sushil
the time
Pandit.
of independence of India,
Okay.
25%
Sushil Pandit.
Muslims were in the Indian government.
Rahul Gandhi is liked more in Pakistan than in India. What can we do? But Sushil Pandit. No, Hamid Khan, I get the drift. I get the drift. This closeness of narrative between Rahul Gandhi and the Pakistani panelists is nothing new for us. But last 30 seconds to Sushil Pandit. And Sushil Pandit, here is the fresh video I wanted to show you, sir, of the Pakistani leaders being booed by their own citizens on overseas grounds in London, from where Hamid Khan has just come back. Sushil Pandit, last 30 seconds to you on the show, sir.
Thank you. You are talking about government jobs. At the time of partition, there were less than 9% Muslims in India. Today, there are more than 15%. And in terms of volume, they have increased 8 times. And contrast it with the number of Hindus in Pakistan.
I can give you the right figure.
Contrast them.
Do not
You're
fabricate.
talking about government jobs. Government jobs are the freest and the fairest way of choosing people. There are competitions in exams.
ICS officers
There
you
are
have? How many
interviews.
Muslim ICS officers across India? Can you tell me what is the percentage of ICS officers across India?
I'll only say one thing.
How
I have
many
less time on this debate. This debate requires a larger time period, General G.D. Bakshi. I'll request your time. I will request your time and Sushil Pandit's time soon enough. But I'll only just tell you, Hamid Khan, we will give you the correct figures if you give me the correct figure of how many donkeys, of how many gadas you've exported to China. You give me that figure and I'll give you the correct counter figure. And that's the point on which I have to end this debate, Hamid Khan. That's the point. Thank you very much, General G.D. Bakshi, Sushil Pandit and Imran Jan. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
कहीं ना कहीं मार्शल आर्ट्स लड़ाई झगड़े खून खराबे से ज्यादा आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट हार्मनी ऑल्सो।
सर इट्स अ पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम।
पूरा मार्शल आर्ट्स
बिल्कुल
जी।
आपकी फौज में भी यही है, डिसिप्लिन, माइंड, बॉडी एंड स्पिरिट इज इन कमांड ऑफ यू। आपके पास गन है बट आप किसी सिविलियन को गुस्सा आते गोली तो नहीं मार देते ना। यू हैव टू कंट्रोल दैट कंट्रोल कम्स फ्रॉम द माइंड एंड फ्रॉम द ट्रेनिंग। सो दैट जो आर्मी में हम बोलते हैं फोर्स कंटिन्यूम, किस फोर्स पे कितना फोर्स देना है, ये मेंटल कंट्रोल ट्रेनिंग से आता है, करेक्ट ट्रेनिंग से।
I said very clearly that the Adanis will be in big trouble going forward, but this won't even be a factor or a wrinkle for India. At that time, some unthought and unresearched opinion had predicted the tremors hitting the Indian economy, hitting the Modi government, and I said no. On the contrary, I was very clear at that time. I said on the contrary, this whole Adani episode and just how quickly global sentiment will subside and bounce back on India will prove only one thing: the resilience of the Indian economy, the solidity of the Indian economy, the prospects of the Indian economy. So this entire Adani episode in a way proves to be a testament to the India growth story. Not an impediment, not a blur, not a blemish. This has actually ended up helping the Modi government. It has, liptards, relax, your BP is going up, but it has. We can't take the focus away from Adani either. Adani is on free fall. And even the most basic business mind will admit that this is because they have been hugely overvalued, huge overhyped. Viewers, we need to do a deep dive into Adani. There are fundamental flaws, ladies and gentlemen, and we need to keep the focus on Adani. Over leverage of this kind, flawed business models, too much hype and questionable corporate governance does not stigmatize the Indian corporate sector.
आप इंडिया आते हैं एंड देन यू स्टार्ट स्पेशल फोर्सेस, एनएसजी, गरुड़, मार्कोस। किस तरीके से ये सफर शुरू हुआ स्पेशल फोर्सेस को ट्रेन करने?
कर्नल साहब, तो ही वाज एट दैट टाइम CEO of 6AR और पहली अपॉर्चुनिटी उन्होंने मुझे दी।
अच्छा।
टू ट्रेन हिज रेजिमेंट एंड ही आस्क्ड मी कि आप इनको नाइफ टू नाइफ कॉम्बैट में खुकरी ट्रेन करो। जब मैंने ADG इन्फेंट्री के सामने वो डेमो दिया और उनको वो बहुत अलग लिखा, एज लॉन्ग एज आवर सोल्जर्स आर सेफ, दे गेट द बेस्ट, आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम।
Soldier of the Indian Army has been murdered by a politician and the Latvian media is quiet about it. Not emphatically, not vocally, not till Republic named and shamed them about their silence over Lance Naik Prabhu's death. Look at this man. He's the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, and as our reporter runs after him to ask him to say one thing, he says not one word. He just keeps running away from the Republic reporters.
All the 9 of the accused have been taken to custody. The primary accused, Chinnasamy, had been picked up by the CID and handed over to the Tamil Nadu cops.
ये शाओलिन का मामला, ये मार्शल आर्ट्स का, whether it's kung fu, whether it's other martial arts that you've learned so many. शाओलिन कितना टफ था?
सर बहुत टफ था। वहाँ 6 दिन 7 घंटा हर रोज। हमारा पहला एक्सरसाइज होता था 1000 मीटर का पहाड़ है, उसको हमको भागना पड़ता था 20 मिनट में, एंड लाइक अ डॉग ऑन हैंड एंड फीट वी हैड टू क्रॉल बैक द हिल, देन वी हैड टू बी इन अ स्क्वाट पोजीशन फॉर एटलीस्ट 1 आवर, और हमारी टांगें ऐसे हिल रही होती थी, एंड माई ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ माई बॉडी वॉज पेनिंग, इट वॉज क्राइंग, मसल्स वॉज सोर। मतलब उस वक्त मैं कॉम्बी फ्रेम होती थी, कॉम्बी फ्रेम ले लेके ट्रेनिंग करता था मैं।
कोई दुर्व्यवहार नहीं किया।
आपके दुर्व्यवहार हुआ था?
हमारे साथ नहीं हुआ। आंखों से देख रहे हैं, मीडिया में चल रही है, ऐसे चल रही है, तो क्या आपके साथ कुछ भी नहीं हुआ? इससे ज्यादा क्या होएगा?
बताइए सर, ये तो
बस बता दिया ना, इसको अलग हटाओ, इसको अलग हटाओ। जरूरी है आपकी हर बात का जवाब देना।
देखिए सर, ये बता नहीं, देखिए सर, आप चल रहे हैं
आप तफ्तीश मत करो।
चलो ठीक है, ठीक है, बंद कर दो, बंद कर दो।
एक गरिमा मर्यादित आचरण
सर, ठीक है।
The Central Bureau of Investigation officials have reached at the residence of Meesa Bharti. This is a scam that dates back to the year 2000, between 2004 and 2009. Yadavs, in exchange for jobs at the Central Railways Group D management, had acquired these land at the minimal price of around 26 lakhs rupees. This 1 lakh square feet of land at that point of time could have costed over 4 crore rupees. So this is a scam that was highlighted by the Central Bureau of Investigation.
The Liquorgate probe gets bigger. K. Kavita summoned in Liquorgate. Unmissable debate on Liquorgate politics. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 10 years, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
कोई दुर्व्यवहार नहीं किया।
आपके दुर्व्यवहार हुआ था?
हमारे साथ नहीं हुआ। आंखों से देख रहे हैं, मीडिया में चल रही है, ऐसे चल रही है, तो क्या आपके साथ कुछ भी नहीं हुआ? इससे ज्यादा क्या होएगा?
बताइए सर, ये तो
बस बता दिया ना, इसको अलग हटाओ, इसको अलग हटाओ। जरूरी है आपकी हर बात का जवाब देना।
देखिए सर, ये नहीं, देखिए सर, आप चल रहे हैं आप तफ्तीश मत करो। चलो ठीक है, जो बंद कर दो, बंद कर दो। एक गरिमा मर्यादित आचरण सर, ठीक है।
The Central Bureau of Investigation officials have reached at the residence of Meesa Bharti. This is a scam that dates back to the year 2000, between 2004 and 2009. Yadavs, in exchange for jobs at the Central Railways Group D management, had acquired these land at the minimal price of around 26 lakhs rupees. This 1 lakh square feet of land at that point of time could have costed over 4 crore rupees. So this is a scam that was highlighted by the Central Bureau of Investigation.
कहीं ना कहीं मार्शल आर्ट्स लड़ाई झगड़े खून खराबे से ज्यादा आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट हार्मनी ऑल्सो।
सर, इट्स अ पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम।
पूरा मार्शल आर्ट्स
बिल्कुल
जी।
आपकी फौज में भी यही है, डिसिप्लिन, माइंड, बॉडी एंड स्पिरिट इज इन कमांड ऑफ यू। आपके पास गन है, बट आप किसी सिविलियन को गुस्सा आते गोली तो नहीं मार देते ना। यू हैव टू कंट्रोल दैट कंट्रोल कम्स फ्रॉम द माइंड एंड फ्रॉम द ट्रेनिंग। सो दैट जो आर्मी में हम बोलते हैं फोर्स कंटिन्यूम, किस फोर्स पे कितना फोर्स देना है, ये मेंटल कंट्रोल ट्रेनिंग से आता है, करेक्ट ट्रेनिंग से।
I said very clearly that the Adanis will be in big trouble going forward, but this won't even be a factor or a wrinkle for India. At that time, some unthought and unresearched opinion had predicted the tremors hitting the Indian economy, hitting the Modi government, and I said no. On the contrary, I was very clear at that time. I said on the contrary, this whole Adani episode and just how quickly global sentiment will subside and bounce back on India will prove only one thing: the resilience of the Indian economy, the solidity of the Indian economy, the prospects of the Indian economy. So this entire Adani episode in a way proves to be a test.
The Liquorgate probe gets bigger. K. Kavita summoned in Liquorgate. Unmissable debate on Liquorgate politics. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for The Debate.
Debate at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Century Ply and Panasonic.
Hello and a very good evening. You're watching The Debate and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva filling in for Arnab, and this evening we are putting our spotlight on a huge story, ladies and gentlemen, that has moved from the north to the south. This is the Liquorgate scam, and this is a story that Republic has kept its top focus on for the last many months, as the story continuously has evolved. Now what's really happened now is that K. Kavita, the daughter of the Telangana Chief Minister, has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate to appear before the agency for confrontation with another man who the ED arrested earlier. His name is Arun Pillai, and the agency says that he possibly was acting as a frontman for K. Kavita. But what has K. Kavita said? She has said she's going to be fully cooperating in the investigation. But she says, give me another date, because I might not be available before the agency this Thursday. Now, even as we are putting out this show this evening, the Enforcement Directorate still has not responded, but there is a lot of suspense on what happens in the national capital this Thursday, and that's going to be our first debate. We are tracking what's really happening, ladies and gentlemen. Is the Liquorgate scam now getting bigger by the moment? And what really has been the role of K. Kavita? How will she defend herself? Also, another big debate that we are bringing to you this evening is a story that Republic will be tracking for the next 4 days. It's a big visit. It's a big visit of the Australian Prime Minister. He is in India. He's going to be spending the next 4 days here. He's going to be meeting with the Prime Minister tomorrow. What is more about India's global outreach? That's the debate for you at 10, followed by another packed edition debate. That's the focus now shifting to the Northeast. You've seen the elections done, you've seen the chief ministers taking oath, but there is more to that story. And the question we are asking, who's putting the focus back on the Northeast? And then obviously you'll have to ask, who has been ignoring the Northeast ever since? But before we deep dive into our big debates, let's also get you a quick check of our headlines on Top of 9. KCR's daughter, BRS leader K. Kavita, is summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the Liquorgate scam. Agencies now putting their full focus on the South. Group investigate cartelization and alleged kickbacks in Liquorgate. India's big diplomatic move. The Australian Prime Minister all set to watch the India-Australia match with the Prime Minister at the Narendra Modi Stadium. In biggest efforts to mainstream the Northeast, the Prime Minister attends the Assam meeting. He takes part in the oath-taking ceremonies in all these 3 states.
मनीष सिसोदिया को सेल नंबर 1 में अपराधियों के खूंखार अपराधियों के बीच में रख के प्रधानमंत्री और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग मनीष सिसोदिया की हत्या की साजिश रच रहे हैं.
That is the Aam Aadmi Party for you, making a big charge. They say there is a threat to Manish Sisodia's life in the Tihar jail. He is amongst dreaded criminals. Authorities have responded. They are rejecting that claim, and they say all security measures have been taken. And from the economic meltdown to political, look at these images coming in from the neighboring country of Pakistan. Shahbaz Sharif government failing terribly
as complete chaos now grips Pakistan. So, ladies and gentlemen, Manish Sisodia is arrested. Another close aide of Manish Sisodia, Vijay Nair, is also arrested. Now, trouble is mounting for K. Kavita. The Liquorgate probe is getting wider by the day. The BRS leader and the daughter of the Telangana Chief Minister K. Kavita has been summoned. The agencies want to confront her with another man who is in the ED's custody right now as we speak. What are the allegations? The allegations are of a certain South group that was using a particular middleman to crack deals in Delhi. But the question obviously is going to be on your mind that how did this deal actually travel from the national capital to Telangana? What really has been happening over the last few months? Remember, K. Kavita earlier has been questioned by the agency way back in December. This time she's been asked to appear before the agency in person this Thursday. K. Kavita, as we speak, we're getting information that she's already landed in the national capital. And the Enforcement Directorate still has not spoken on her demand of having an alternate date for questioning. But there are crucial questions that all sides need to answer. Because tonight, the hashtag Liquorgate is exploding. Let's bring up the entire story, the voices we've picked up from the BJP that's hitting back at K. Kavita, and K. Kavita also, who's issued a detailed statement, and then we debate.
The Liquorgate probe is getting bigger.
अभी तक जितने इन्होंने आरोप लगाए हैं, एक भी आरोप में कोर्ट से राहत नहीं मिली है. अब दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ डिटेल. I do not wish to make any comment, but surely there are a lot of suspicious circumstances surrounding a southern connection.
Now BRS leader K. Kavita has been summoned.
We have already told many times that this is a politically motivated case. Except ED and BJP, nobody really understands the case that actually they have framed in Delhi in the excise policy.
A day after a Hyderabad-based businessman was arrested by agencies, the focus is on K. Kavita, top BRS leader, daughter of KCR, the Chief Minister of Telangana. Now, charges by the Enforcement Directorate against Kavita are serious. Now, according to the remand copy that the ED produced in court against Arun Pillai's custody, they mentioned that this South group, which has been the focus in the Liquorgate, Arun Pillai was working on direct instructions of K. Kavita, and they're also mentioning that 100 crore rupees changed hands as possible kickback in this case. The focus is on K. Kavita as she responds to the summons tomorrow.
The BJP says this was a long time coming.
Ms. Kalvakuntla Kavita was questioned by the CBI in the related case filed by the CBI in December. But I believe tomorrow the ED is going to be questioning her in tandem along with Mr. Arun Ramchandar Pillai to verify, to check the veracity of their respective statements, if they're going to contradict each other, and if their respective statements taken in tandem would be in line with the evidence.
The AAP is calling it all motivated action.
मैं तो ये कहना चाहता हूं प्रधानमंत्री जी से कि प्रधानमंत्री जी, अगर आप और आपकी पार्टी इतने ज्यादा नफरतों से भरे हैं कि दिन रात ईडी और सीबीआई का आप इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, सुबह उठो तब कोई एक खबर आ जाती है, यहां छापा वहां छापा, रात में सोने जाओ तब तक कोई दूसरी खबर आ जाती है, यहां छापा वहां छापा. आज पता चल रहा है तेलंगाना के मुख्यमंत्री की बेटी पे ईडी का नोटिस चला गया.
Arvind Kejriwal is holding protests. Previously, in connection with the liquor scam, this was what K. Kavita had said.
It is a well-known fact, right? That is the operation or modus operandi of BJP party. Wherever election comes, all the leaders in that particular state will be targeted, opposition leaders, 10 other MLAs, all of them are being targeted. I'm one among them. I'm not an exemption. You just like me so much, so you're giving me more attention.
The Congress has thrown its weight behind the probe.
हमें तो केवल बीजेपी से ये सवाल पूछना है कि जब आपकी सरकारी एजेंसियों को पता है कि जो नीति अरविंद केजरीवाल ने यहाँ लागू की, उस नीति को उनको समझाया तो केसीआर नहीं था, क्योंकि केसीआर ने इसमें बहुत कुछ उल्टा सीधा काम किया, बहुत सुना है धन कमाया, उसने इनको भी वो कहानी दे दी। तो ये दूसरे नंबर के इसमें हैं जो करने वाले हैं, पहले नंबर के तो केसीआर है।
It's clear Liquorgate politics has gone national. Let's debate.
South, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Liquorgate scandal is getting bigger. But what really will happen of K. Kavita? A lot of suspense in the national capital. She's touched down here, but we still do not know whether she's going to make herself available before the agencies tomorrow, or much like she said, this is a part of a political vendetta, and that's a question we'll ask Shehzad Poonawalla, who's the national spokesperson of the BJP. That is the opposition being selectively targeted. Also saying good evening along with Shehzad to Ratan Sharda, who's a political analyst. I also do see Rajat Sethi. Also Manish Barrier, both are political analysts on the broadcast. Along with Hakeem Rizwan Elahi, leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. Also Akil Khan with us. He leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. And interestingly today, both the Arvind Kejriwal faction of the AAP and also the BRS are looking at very, very serious charges. Shyam Prasad Meka is leader of the Congress party. I'm not sure what the Congress will say and do about both the parties, considering that they've been fighting each other. But let me take the first question to Karthik Reddy, the spokesperson of the BRS. Now, Mr. Reddy, first up, will you tell us whether we will see K. Kavita making herself available before the investigative agency tomorrow or not?
Good evening, Deepthi. As you know, Kavita has asked for another day for the ED to allow her to attend the investigation, as she openly proclaimed that she would cooperate with any